Hey guys, Tyler2K here, and today we're talking Panda versus Kuma. Since their entire movesets are pretty much shared, I figured I'd do a comparison rather than a whole breakdown on Panda. And also please note that everything shown can change by final release date. While watching the Panda trailer, you may have noticed a pattern, and that's because their entire move list is shared, except for a few key heat moves. So let's start by talking about those. Kuma's heat smash is Salmon Fishing Cast, which is a big OTG swipe into Salmon Pushaway. This attack hits on I-13, and the second hit causes wall splat. Although wall break is probably a more accurate term, as it doesn't cause a clean wall splat. Compare that to the old Bear Rage Drive, that while slower used to be a position change launcher, leading the full combo. But in T8, Panda might have the more interesting of the two. Panda Super Attack is a big horizontal swipe into overhead dunk. This hits on I-15 and causes a ground break effect. But more importantly, it can be performed out of HPS, and after it completes, it can also go back into HPS, otherwise can shift the bear roll. Now the flashier difference is in their two heat attacks. Where Kuma gains access to Heihachi's Wind God Fist, Kuma has a slower, charged version that's +9 on block, as well as the faster I-15 version that's a natural hit launcher. And like his Mishima wannabe brethren, Kuma can perform multiple Wind Bear Fists in a row, mid-combo. And like Kuma, Panda learned from her master, Xiaoyu, as Panda can perform a heat mode shooting star. Although unlike Kuma, this is less combo utility and more pressure utility. Now breaking this down, we see that shooting star leaves Panda in sit, and from sit she enters into roll, which under the effects of heat mode is an S mid attack. This forces Xiaoyu to guess incoming, where Panda goes for a roll 1, which under the effects of heat mode is a guard crush attack. That means that Xiaoyu cannot block for at least 12 frames, guaranteeing the forward 2-1. It should also be noted that this guard crush mechanic is not exclusive to Panda. Kuma can also perform this strategy, it's just that he doesn't have Shooting Star to gain access to it easily. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, because we don't know how much meter is necessary to apply this pressure. Notice how the Shooting Star costs meter, the roll costs meter, and finally the guard crush costs meter too. The last difference between Panda and Kuma are their rage arts, and while the animations might be different, the unskilled damage is identical at 55 points. The only slight difference is Kuma steals one more point on the final hit, but likely won't matter much due to scaling. Now I want to end by talking about something spicy, and that's Bear Taunt. In Tekken 8, both Panda and Kuma can perform down 1+4 against a grounded opponent. This turns them around and performs the taunt, where they stomp backwards. But if you read the note here, in Polish granted, it says you can hit 3+4 to cancel the attack into Rain Dance, which probably isn't a coincidence because that's the name of Xiaoyu's back turn stance. That makes me wonder if we'll see a bear mistrust sometime in the future.